Short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the New York Giants. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Soldier Field. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. On first down, it's Fields. And his first look is incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Fields. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is Jakeem Grant. A dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Now Fields.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
David Montgomery, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Akeem Hicks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Here's Tyler Newsome now. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. On play action, Fields.
Forced out to his left. Shreds the tackle.
And oh, he coughed it up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Grant sets to return it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Fields on first down. Got a man. It's Breshad Perriman. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first and 10, here's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. A strong running. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. We'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw again on second down. Jones eluding the pressure right. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mountain.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Gano's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just let receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Cohen. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields.
Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now Ross to return.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it.
A throw for Golladay is going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 26. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And now here's Ross.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So a special teams mistake on a long punt return.
And think about the momentum that leaks out after that play, right? It's built up, terrific return, everyone's excited, but that flag on the ground can bring it way, way back.
Play action. It's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Now Ross to return. And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Back to throw. Jones.
Open man right side is Tony.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. It's caught outright by Graham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming up. They pitch it out to Montgomery. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This one swung out to Montgomery. The pickup there, 5 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They'll run the option right here on first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Fields. Caught by Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos now to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And now here's Ross. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's Barkley. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Cohen. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to do.
It is, he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, Everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on second down. Jones. Open man, he's got him. It's Toney for a giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The return man is Grant. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's Montgomery. He will push his way down to about the 14. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes of play. Everything coming from up above. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That's complete to Toney. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Room to run past midfield. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
We can make this one pretty simple. All of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great.